All right, so I got the video started. All right, so okay, folks, this is an update. This is week number 5. We're on Wednesday. Here's what I need to let you know. Oh, it's not April 2nd. It's April 20, what, folks? 22nd. I talked about this yesterday. I had this document on week 5. I made a video about this. So if you were not here with Emma, you need to watch it. By the way, we have listening in here, we have Emma. Hello, Emma. Say hello.
Hey.
Okay, very good. On your Schoology 4 AP Calculus, you have these folders, and each week has a title or a theme. So we're in week 5, Unit 2, and Unit 3 review. For this week, I have these items in here, and as you know, I add to these things as the week goes on. I have directions. I have the document I just showed you, a video I made explaining that document. There's an AP review video for Unit 2 you could look at, and then answers to Unit 2. So you do have answers to these problems you're asked to do, and that may help you. Those directions I referred to, I actually made a little screenshot of those directions, and I included that in a note to your parents so your parents know what's going on. But please be sure to read these things. I put a lot of time into making Schoology helpful to you, and I do hope that it's working. Okay, one of the things I mentioned was y'all become familiar with the course description. There's a lot of things in there, and it's a lot to point out at one time, but there are some things I want to mention now. We're supposed to know the practices. So some of this you know from just being in math class. I try to memorize these. So you got implementing the math processes. You have connecting through the representations like number, algebra, graphing. You have justification, which is where we're a little weakened. We have to be able to explain or justify our answers. And then the last is communication and notation. Hopefully I'm doing a good job communicating. But as you may know, even in this little picture, dy over dx, what does that mean? That's part of the notation for calculus. So math practices we need to know. The content is divided into 3 areas: change, limits, and analysis of functions. And those big ideas we see over and over through the course. This is the original intent of the AP exam for the AB. There's 8 units, and there's a percentage of what part comes from what unit. You know, it would be really helpful if we knew where they were getting the questions from for our AP exam, but if I come across that, I'll share that, but this is for the regular exam. Now, sometimes people say when they're in an accident or something really just startles them, they say their life comes before them in a flash. Well, this slide is kind of like that as far as calculus is concerned. So here is your calculus year before you in a flash. If everybody was here, I would like to say, hey, could you pick out your favorite lesson or your favorite unit? And that'd be kind of cool. I would memorize these units. That's what I did to help me understand what I was doing. And notice I left off Unit A. Do we have to do the purple? Yes or no?
No.
Very good. Okay. All right. We appreciate Emma chiming in there. Now, Unit 1. So this is this business we just reviewed. Remember, IVT stands for the Intermediate Value Theorem. And on Unit 1, you did that personal progress check, 46 multiple choice questions, and 3 free response. You missed it if you didn't come to our tutoring sessions because we went through all of those free response. Unit 2, this is what we're reviewing this week. So there's all the lessons before you. Average and instantaneous rate of change. It's really all about the derivative. And so if you notice on the right side, the product rule, the quotient rule, and notice the derivatives of the basic sine and cosine. And you correctly pointed out it took us a long time to get to that e to the x and ln to the x, but you got it. And then 210, we used the quotient rule to be able to figure out the derivatives of those other trig functions. And then we were supposed to do a project check on Unit 2. So Unit 2 has 30 multiple choice questions and 3 free response. And that's what we're going to begin today, going over. So make sure you join these sessions so you know what's going on and you can keep up with your assignments, and you can also ask questions. All right, thank you very much.